I'm the sergeant at arms for today, and I call the meeting for order. There are some ground rules for each meeting of the Toastmasters meeting. So please, not to disturb anybody, let's keep our sound make device, switch them off, put them on silent mode. I'll give it all a half a minute for that. Okay, so we have a water facility outside. You go down and there's a water cooler there. There is also a washroom just beside on the left. So I'll just talk about the club mission. The Toastmasters is a platform where we provide a very positive and supportive environment to help people, to help members deliver their speeches, develop their communication and leadership skills, and which helps them to be a lot more confident. So please, I welcome all of you again. To continue the meeting, I will like to call upon our VP Education today, Shivani. She's been a very old member of Bombay Toastmasters. She's been here for I think more than 7 years. Old member of Bombay Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I officially announced the meeting number 125 is and I welcome each and every member of Bombay Toastmasters as well as other Toastmasters across Mumbai who has come here and helped us conduct this contest. Thank you everyone. And I wish each and every contestant all the best. Now, today we have International Speech Contest and Legal Contest. And to conduct the International Speech Contest, he is a member who is an entrepreneur. But unlike his serious ventures, he made sure that his 4 speeches till now he has given, that each and every member laughed. Let's welcome today's International Speech Contest Contest Chair, Toastmaster, Satish Thorat.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I said good morning, everyone, because it's more like a bright and shiny morning rather than a dusty evening. And the reason for that is because we have some amazing speeches lined up today. And I assure you, after you listen to them, they will wake you up like a 6 o'clock morning alarm. Only difference is you want to switch off the alarm in the morning, but you'll be wide awake once you listen to the speeches. And let's hope that with a bit of luck, one of our contestants today goes all the way international and takes BPM to a much higher level. Because I truly believe that there is potential in this group and one of them really has the potential to do it. So we have a lot of ground to cover today, so I'm just going to get down to reading the instructions first of all. So please be patient. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to the International Speech Contest for Bombay Toastmasters Club level. The winner today will represent the club at the area level contest to be held on 2nd April. Before we begin, please put all noise-making devices on silent mode, which I think you've done. Does everyone have the judges' ballot? Okay, so please make sure it's silent. No photography is permitted during the contest. Photographs may be taken after the contest. Once the contest has begun, the sergeant at arms will secure the doors. Members of the audience are requested not to leave or enter the room during the contest. If you must leave the room, do so before the contest begins. After the contest is over, no one will be permitted to leave the room until all ballots have been collected. Chief Judge, Toastmaster Manish Kamdar, are all contestants and officials?
Yes.
Thank you. Are there any questions anyone has? I will now explain the sequence of events that will take place during the contest. I will invite the first contestant by announcing the contestant's name, speech title, and again the speech title, followed by contestant's name. The contestant will have 5 to 7 minutes to deliver the speech. Thereafter, we will observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. At the end of 1 minute, as indicated silently by the timer, I will announce the contestant's name, speech title, and again the speech title followed by contestant's name. This process will repeat till the final contestant. After the final contestant has delivered the speech, we will observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to finalize the practice. Toastmaster Tala, will you signal when 1 minute and at the end when 2 minutes are left? Thank you. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Harshad, please prepare each successive contestant during the 1 minute of silence. Thank you. I shall now give the order of the speeches. Contestant number 1, Mudit Yadav. Contestant number 1, Mudit Yadav. Contestant number 2, Anand Kumar. Contestant number 2, Anand Kumar. Contestant number 3, Pratibha Kamat. Contestant number 3, Pratibha Kamat. Contestant number 4, Parak Tukleja, P-A-R-A-K-H. Contestant number 4, Parak Tukleja. Contestant number 5, Rahul Gulekar, that's G-U-L-E-K-A-R. Contestant number 5, Rahul Gulekar. Contestant number 6, Zahid Sheikh. Contestant number 6, Zahid Sheikh, S-H-A-I-K-H. We will now begin the international speech contest. Please welcome contestant number 1, Toastmaster Mudit Yadav. Toastmaster Mudit Yadav, speech title Liru, Toastmaster Mudit Yadav.
I hit the brakes, my car jumped and skid to a sudden stop. My heart started pounding. I looked around to find the shops, the trees and the turns completely unfamiliar. I knew I was lost. 10 minutes from my life's first job interview, and here I was, stranded. It was then that I sought help of the Savior, the guiding light, the one and only Google Maps. Honest Chair, old Toastmasters, and anyone who's ever got lost. When was the last time you trusted Google Maps? Whether or not you intended an adventure, it would have taken you through the most rugged and God-forsaken route to your destination. That day was one such day. I drove along the rerouted path, but what lay ahead of me was not a concrete road, but a boulder-strewn dirt track. Should I take that route, or give up on my first interview and head back home? As these questions filled my mind, I was transported to the winter of 2009. I was 15 years old. That chilly morning, I stepped on the old cranky weighing scale. 100 kg? Since when do weighing scales play pranks? I stepped on a few more times, but the scale touched 100 each. As a student, the largest available uniform trouser refused to navigate beyond my thighs. When you're 15, only one thing really matters: popularity. On the school popularity scale of 0 to 10, mine was -2. Whenever someone made fun of me, I laughed it off. I did not care. Or maybe I did. That's when a voice inside my head said, there is a route to look inner. Hang around people fatter than me. Whatever I tried, the bullying did not stop. I went home one evening and turned on the TV when a burly young man with 6 packs stole my attention. Lose weight now, ask me how. Are you tired of being fat? Yeah. Do you want to be fit? Yeah. Then try this new pill, Fit Quick. Lose 30 kilos in 30,000 rupees. Dial now. I got my hands on this pill. What a huge medical bill. My weight loss in a month, nil. I lay in bed, trying to sink in the guilt, remorse, and helplessness. When the familiar fragrance of aftershave tickled my nostrils, I knew Dad was here. As his fingers ran through my hair, I opened my eyes, but looked away. Son, look at the bright side. When I was in school, I was so thin and frail. I was physically tossed around every lunch break. At least they cannot toss you. Oh, please, Dad. There is no way I can lose fat. Well, there it is. The route is a little longer and harder. If we can go through it together. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm went off at 5 next morning and Dad was shaking me to wake up. He took me to the jogging track and I launched myself into a full sprint. A minute later, a kid ran past me. Then a woman walked past me. But when a senior citizen limped past me, I realized my speed did not qualify as a full sprint. It qualified as barely moving. In a few days, my speed and stamina showed improvement. Dad created a diet plan. Pulses and salad 3 times a day. Seriously, Dad, what am I? Cattle? Of course not. You're a grizzly bear. Shut up and drink this organic spinach. There were times I could not take a single step more, but Dad cheered me and I ran a few more meters. There were times I threw up the spinach juice, only to turn around and see Dad waiting with another glass. There were times I really wanted some pizza, and Dad called it the cheat day. 6 months had passed and today was the judgment day. I stepped on to that old cranky weighing scale. The needle rolled and stopped. Do weighing scales still play pranks? 75 kg. I had made it! When I had thought there was no room to be fit, I had given up. One man helped me reroute my Google Maps. He redirected me to follow the rough and rugged route, but kept guiding till I made it. That day as well, thanks to Google Maps, I raced for the interview with a flat tire and broken suspensions. Friends, sometimes in our life journey, we wander away from the destination and get stranded. It could be a career choice, a relationship, or the struggle to find a speech topic. We must look for our Savior, the guiding light, the one and only, our Google Map. They can help us reroute and reach our destination. It could be a parent, a dear friend, or a mentor. However rough and rugged the route may be, but Google Map never says you did not reach your destination. Where are you stranded? Find your Google Map and reroute.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pulsit. You definitely made a lot of progress on 100. Yeah, please welcome contestant number 2. Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark the time. Please welcome contestant number 2, Toastmaster Anand Kumar. Toastmaster Anand Kumar, speech title Personal Power. Personal Power, Toastmaster Anand Kumar.
Can you imagine getting through your day without arms or legs? Can you picture your life without being able to walk, to tend to your basic needs, or even to harm those you love? Nick Vujicic, who was born without any limbs, doesn't just get through his day, but he thrives. He's an author, an actor, and an acclaimed speaker. In 33 years, he has accomplished more than most people achieve in their lifetime. How is it possible that a few people are able to achieve things that seem to defy all of the assumptions? Contest here, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a teenager, I earned reputation of being reticent and introverted. In college, I got many Rakhi sisters, but not a girlfriend. While most of my friends had girls on each arm, on each of my arms, I had dozen Rakhis. Somehow, girls found brotherly love in me. Gradually, I began to believe that I am not smart enough. After college, at my first job, I was assigned a subordinate who was 12th grade pass and double my age. He had such high expectations from me that the disappointment was guaranteed. He expected me to learn in 2 days what he had learned in 2 decades. Once he told me, "Can't you understand? You are an engineer." He disapproved of me being his manager. And I started filling myself up with a sense of incompetence and self-doubt. As I moved to an IT company, my reticent nature distanced my colleagues from me. During meetings, I hesitated to express my views due to fear of rejection. Getting along with others was a monstrous task for me. My self-esteem was devastated, and I began to believe I am not sociable. Distressed and depressed, I went to my father. After hearing my problem, he said, "Use your personal power." What? He quoted Tony Robbins. Personal power means your ability to take action. He asked, "Who is stopping you from taking action?" While I was thinking, he said, "Son, life is a unique game. In this game, nobody gets out. You get out only when you choose to get out. So, use your personal power and get what you want." This insight proved to be a major breakthrough in my life. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be assertive, expressive, and sociable. I also wanted girlfriends, lots of girlfriends. While searching for ways to improve myself, I stumbled upon Toastmasters. I learned people here talk and clap for one another all the time. I joined immediately, began practicing my speaking and leadership skills in every situation I encountered. Fell flat on my face several times, and every time I bounced back. Continued using my personal power without being affected by circumstances around me. And the result? was transformational. Among friends, I began taking genuine interest in them, listening to them and appreciating them. That made me sociable and in turn be appreciated. With colleagues, I started respecting others' opinions and finding solutions to problems, participating in discussions, and that made me an expressive and assertive team player. Friends, I was an inmate in a prison of my own making. Personal power came to my rescue. Using personal power means you put yourself in charge. You take action to make things happen without allowing the circumstances to control you. You see, Nick Vujicic didn't allow access of his limbs to control his life. Oprah Winfrey did not allow her tragic childhood marked by several molestations to control her life. Richard Branson did not allow his dyslexic disorder to control his life. They used their personal power and made their mark in this world. Friends, do you allow external circumstances to control your life? Is there anything which stops you from doing what you want to do? From becoming what you want to become? You and only you hold the key to your freedom and your salvation. Set yourself free. Be in charge. Get what you want. Use your personal power. Honestly.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges. Please welcome contestant number 3, Toastmaster Pratibha Khan. Each title, Love Thyself. Love Thyself, Toastmaster Pratibha Khan.
Last week, I was aghast when I came to know that an old couple who spent around 1 full year on planning their designer destination wedding and took them and finally managed to get the divorce within 3 months. Reason? That groom blamed the bride for not getting even 100 likes on Facebook. Contest chairs, fellow Toastmasters and friends, have you heard or experienced this type of love you. It's very important for us. Many of us have experienced that first crush, that teenage love, and our bitter experience of first breakup, a big lesson in our life. And that it taught us a big lesson from Bajira Mustani to Pratibha Kapil. I recall during my college days, this love was platonic love, sacrifice, sober, silent. And it was not this breakup, bashes, and this give us proposal day was not celebrated. And normally the ending was to a long-lasting marriage. That too with so many tales to tell. My friend Riya, she just called, "Hey Pratibha, saw your profile on LinkedIn, yaar. How are you? What are you doing? And what about our other friends?" The moment I uttered 3 words, "What about you?" She said, "Oh, nothing new." And you know, life is just boring, not a very big boss. And we are not that happy. This was Riya, my best friend. And she was bitten by love bug during my college days. She was my roommate also. She used to wear only purple colored dresses because it was her friend's favorite color. Any discussion, description, and debate was incomplete without her friends' views and opinions. The world was different for her. And friends were flunked, classes were bunked. Somehow she managed her grades. After 6 months, she realized that those friends have just given the lame excuses like, "Hey, we are not meant for each other. I'm really not ready for commitment. You're too good for me." My friend Riya was so much depressed and disappointed, which I had not seen before in my life. Dear friends, this is the age of selfies. Right from prime minister to common man, everyone takes out the selfie. To show the world, to impress the world with what you are, instead of who you are. And they are so much worried about the image of self, then self-image. Self-image is that image which is created by your own self-talk and self-thoughts. It gives you self-worth and it creates your self-confidence. My niece, Zia, 14 years old, a very chubby child. And you know, she was very much upset after the second term results of 7th standard. She was not ready to talk to anyone. She was not able to concentrate on her studies. I just called Zia. Please, don't take it so seriously. This is only 1 term results. See, you plan your studies in such a way that you will improve your lesson. You will improve your marks. Learn a lesson. Oh, auntie, you're really irritating. It is not always studies. There are so many other things in life. Oh, later on, I realized it was her Instagram post which was not getting upvotes and making her upset. Then I convinced her that it's your self-worth, and through self-worth, if you achieve some goal, people will definitely approve you. No need to wait for anyone's approval. If you can't, others won't. On a flight, have you heard the air hostess giving the safety drill? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pratibha from your Chief Air Flight Attendant. I welcome you aboard on behalf of Captain Satish, PTM Airlines, Boeing number 747. The total flight time is 2 hours 15 minutes. Please pay attention to the safety drill. There are 6 exits for the emergency, and air and oxygen levels are monitored. In case of any decompression of air, the mask will come down automatically. In case, at least pull it out and put it on your nose. and in case you are accompanying any child or any co-passenger who requires your help, please ensure that your mark should be first on your nose and then help others. Isn't it sounding something selfish? Are we not supposed to help others first? No, because it's not practical. How can you help others if you yourself is in trouble? How can you give the approval if you yourself has not approved your own self? Dear friends, it's your self-acceptance, it's your self-approval which has to be done by your own self. How can you give the thing which you have not even got? Remember your people when you have written only those achievements which were convinced you about your achievement. Thomas Edison, a big inventor in history, he was rejected by school, labeled as slow learner. He proved his self-worth by loving himself unconditionally, and later on became the famous person in history. Dear friends, it's your self-acceptance which will always keep you moving ahead in the life. Always remember, if you can't, others won't. Life teaches, but love reveals. Over for this.
Please observe a minute of silence. Please welcome contestant number 4, Toastmaster Bharat Kukreja. His title is missing. Is missing Toastmaster Bharat Kukreja.
May I come in, sir? What do you want? Salary agreement, promotion, on-site opportunity. Well, sir, that is not the reason for my resignation. Actually, I've been trying to tell you this for a long time. I don't enjoy working over here. I feel something is missing over here. I don't know what is missing. You want to be a stand-up comedian, just like Peter Marak here. And that Toastmaster thing you do now, that's the reason of this. You know what? Even Tushar Kapoor is funny than you. Honestly, my dear friends, 1 month passed and I landed a new job. A job which offered flexible work timings, 70-inch LED screen which had PlayStation attached to it, and my laptop, octa-core processor, 500 GB RAM, and 16 GB hard disk. This was definitely my dream job. Few weeks passed, and I was started getting used to my job. One evening, I had to stay late in office, and that evening, something happened. The feeling was bad. I feel something was missing over here too. I did what all IT guys did do, Google. I got to typing mode and what to type. I wish I know what is missing. It is just like answering the question, why Katta Bucket Bahubali? Few days passed. My new job was no more new. I got engrossed in my new job. The feeling of something missing was lost in day-to-day activities. Until one day, I was watching the movie The Bucket List. In that movie, the scene in which Morgan Freeman, looking at the pyramid, says, ancient Egyptian has a beautiful belief about death. When their souls reach to the gate of heaven, the guard asks them a question, and the answer to that decide will they pass or not. The question is, have you ever found joy in your life? Hold a second. That is it. I was trying to find joy in my life. Let me note it down somewhere. So I took it and placed it on in front of my room. It's the first thing I see when I wake up and the last thing I see when I go to sleep. Now I know what is missing in my life. It's joy. Why did I talk to Google Baba? 56,120 web search and 29,000 books on finding joy in your life. I browsed some website and read a couple of books, but none of them were able to tell me where to find a joy. But I accept there are some questions which will Google can answer. Next I thought of asking my mama that where to find joy. But I controlled my emotions. Or else I'll be getting married just like Jaxie. I'm trying to find joy everywhere. Be it my job, be it books, be it trying new hobbies. But result remained the same. It was still missing. Disappointed. I was sitting in my room, thinking, what went wrong? Where I forgot to search. Something caught my attention. It was a reflection of the word joy in the mirror. It's you. I've been trying to find the question, find the answer everywhere. The answer was right in front of me. It was inside me. Now, what is joy? Joy is your purpose of life. Look around. Everyone has a purpose of life. Be Mark Zuckerberg, who want to bring the whole world on one network. He created Facebook. Be Subhash Chandra Bose, who want to free our country, and which brought the Azad Hind Fauj into existence. Be the parents who sacrifice a lot to give us a better future. In this world, there are two types of people. One who know what the purpose of life is. Others who the purpose of life is missing. It is not that if you don't have a purpose of life, it's wrong. It isn't. Not trying to find is wrong. I found my purpose of life in happiness of others. I do all those things which can bring smile to the face of others. That smile is a motivation for me to find more and more joy in my life. I found something which was missing in my life. Do you feel something is missing in your life? Look inside. You'll find joy. as only you know what is missing in your life.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark the battle. Please welcome contestant number 5, Toastmaster Rahul Gulekar. Please title Leadership, Toastmaster Rahul Gulekar.
How do you define the term leadership? Leadership does not have one size full definition. For every individual, the meaning of leader is different. While definitions may vary, for me, leader is someone who recognizes his weaknesses but focus on his strength. He converts his biggest weakness in life into a greater strength. I'll share with you a prime example. There was a company who used to publish Bibles. And they appointed a sales executive and gave him a very unproductive territory. And within 6 months, this sales executive in a very unproductive territory became the top selling executive in the country. And they had this annual sales conference, ideally invited the top performers to share their success stories. And when they invited this person on dais, they realized that this person is a stumbler, disruptor. I'm going to mimic a little. So people who are facing this disability, please take it constructively. I'm not making fool at all, I'm just making a point. So he said, when I used to go door to door, and whoever opens the door, I used to say, ma'am, you don't have to buy the Bibles at all. I will read it free for you, or you will buy it. They said, don't read it, we will buy it. Don't read it, we will buy it. Can you imagine, guys, he has converted his greatest weakness in life into a greater strength. As they say, leaders don't do different things, they do things differently. I'm going to share with you one more on this. When Abraham Lincoln became the president, there was a civil war. And on the first day of becoming a president, he was invited to address the constituent. And before he could start his speech, one person stood up and said, Mr. Lincoln, you must not forget that your father used to make shoes for our family. And the entire constituent laughed. They thought that they had made fool of Lincoln. But Lincoln looked at him and said, I knew my father used to make shoes, but do you have a problem? He asked. Because in case you have a problem, I myself can make a very good pair of shoes and I may help you. But as far as I know, there were no complaints against my father's shoes. He was genius at his work, and I am extremely proud of my father. Entire constituent became silent. They were not able to understand what kind of person Lincoln is. He was not ashamed that his father used to make shoes, but he was extremely proud of his father because his father did the job well. Going against the grain takes lots of guts and conviction. Going against the grain takes lots of guts and conviction, and that is what is called the leadership. He has converted his greatest weakness into a greater strength. How many of you believe that parents are the greatest leaders? Parents are the greatest leaders. I'd like to share with you my personal example. When I was small, people used to call my parents no generation. You know what no generation means? When you go to a parent and ask, can I go out? They say no. Can I go for a movie? They say no. Can I go to a restaurant? They say no. And when they say no, they mean no. And from the eyes you can see that you better not ask this question again. They say our kids are yes generation. When they come and ask, can I go out? Of course. Can I go for a movie? Why not? Can I go to a restaurant? Oh yeah. And by chance, when you say no, they will ask, why? And then you answer that first why. And then they will again ask you the second why. And then the third why, then the fourth why. Why does the sun come out of east? I don't know. That's the way it is. I'll answer all the whys you have. If that why comes out of inquisitiveness, that's fine. But people who have never learned to obey will never learn to command either. I'd like to share with you a poem where a parent is telling his child that when you grow up, you'll understand that I love you enough. I love you enough to ask you where you are going with whom and what time you'll be back. I love you enough to take a chocolate bag at department store with a bite in it and tell the storekeeper, I have stolen it yesterday. I am here today to pay for it. I love you enough to see the anger, disappointment and tears in my eyes. Children must learn that parents are not perfect either. Have you seen any perfect parents, friends? There are none in this world. I love you enough to take responsibilities for your action. Even penalties were so hard that it broke my heart. But most importantly, I love you enough to say no. And those were the most difficult battles of all. And I'm glad that I won them all. Because in the end, you won them too. Because in the end, you won them too. Parenting and leadership is not a popularity contest, it's an act of love. Sometimes you have to be unkind to be kind. Over to you.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Please welcome our final contestant of the day, contestant number 6, Toastmaster Zahid Sheikh. Speech title, we need your permission to live. We need your permission to live, Toastmaster Zahid Sheikh.
A few years ago, one lazy Sunday morning, whilst walking down the naughty lanes of Lakey Road, I heard someone call, hello, Hanson. Believe me, I felt my heart pumping faster than Why? Because someone was calling me by my first name. Well, putting on my best smile, I slowly turned towards the mysterious voice, only to realize there was no ceremony. Instead, what I saw were two cute little schoolgirls, 4, maybe 5-year-old, flashing a paper and murmuring something. Immediately, unzapping myself from my romantic delusion, I went up to the girls and asked, honey, what is that we're saying? We need your permission to live, Hanson. What? I'm not God to give you permission. Yes, but you all are acting like one, sir. Mr. Toastmaster, respected judges, fellow Toastmaster, and guests. I literally smirked when I saw that the memorandum was addressed to the President and the Prime Minister. But what I read shattered and disillusioned my sensibility. Let me share it with you. Dear sirs, we always having responsible mothers, taking care that our children become fine examples in our society. We always having obedient wives who are taking care of all your needs. We always having your loving daughters who have given you a reason to smile. Sir, we request your permission to live. Time and time again we have proved we are equal to men in all walks of life. Hillary Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, Shivani, Komal, Musda are just naming a few examples whose contribution to society is more than anybody can think of. Please, O men of power, stop female infanticide. Stop feticide. Sir, we just request your permission to live. Embarrassed, ashamed and afraid to look the girls in their eyes, I simply signed the memorandum and let them go. Indeed, I thought to myself, in this day and age, in this ultra-modern era, where we are proud to have made significant scientific and technological progress, and believe you in me, we churn up some of the brightest minds every year in every area possible. But when I see of cruelty to females before they are born, makes me think that all this progress is absolutely worthless. The educated and the uneducated, both strapped to the age-old ideology of wanting only a son to continue the legacy for various unacceptable reasons. To add fuel to fire, if we just step a little away from the metro cities, selective sex abortion had unleashed a saga of horror to the highest degree of human degradation. Experts were calling it sanitized barbarism. Trends indicated that we were fast heading to a preposterous figure of approximately 250,000 female fetuses being aborted each year, damaging and destroying nature's generation. On the positive side, the caretakers of our society were trying their best to stop this horror by confronting the doctors, the quacks, the medical institutions, the pharmacists who were responsible for this horrific act. But just a thought for you, and especially me, to ponder on. If we, as individuals, do not give our consent to the act, can a doctor or any institution force us into giving our consent to this heinous act of abortion? No, my dear friends, for that, the real teaching has got to come from the grassroots level, from our homes, from our childhood. As parents, we should teach our children to respect the opposite sex existence As parents, we should teach our children to honor the opposite sex contribution. As parents, we should teach our children that girls and boys are equal in status. How can you, or for that matter, any of us forget that when we were born, it was our mother there to feed us. When we were married, our wives were giving complete support to us. When we became fathers, our daughters rekindled our life with happiness. God-fearing people, it has been destined by the Creator. If you treat your woman right, as a daughter, she will practically lead you up to the gates of heaven. What more do you want? As a wife, she completes half of your needs. And as a mother, heaven lies under her feet. Men, oh men, if you but just knew what these women are capable of, I am sure, I definitely, you would all plead, you would all beg the Creator to give you the same status, the same privileges as these women. Mr. Madison.
We will now observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to finalize their balance. Can I request the tally counters to collect the balance?
Please stay at the bottom. Stay at the bottom and just stay at the Please stay at the bottom.
requested not to leave the room until all ballots are collected and tally counters and chief judge are there. So I think we had a very enjoyable session and it's time to head out for a break now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. A few announcements before I start. I would advise you all to turn off your phones or put them in a silent mode. I give you 30 seconds to do that. And the sweets that we enjoyed outside were brought by Puneet Patel. He got married last month, so please go. All of you are also requested to put in your names either as guests or members. Please sign in before you leave the meeting today. Okay. Now, this takes us to the next round of the meeting. I know the first half has been really inspiring and powerful, but we have more action coming, so please hold on to your seats. And now we will move into the table topic segment, which is being conducted by the chair Toastmaster, the contest chair Toastmaster, and he is a gentleman who is an IT professional. He loves playing with his children and he enjoys cricket. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Harshan Thakkar to the stage. Thank you.
It's the last quarter, the other line of green. Unfortunately. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Welcome to the table topics contest of the Bombay Toastmasters Club level. The winner today will represent the club at an area level contest to be held on 2nd April at a venue to be announced shortly. For the benefits of guests, table topics serves multiple purposes as it gets the speaker to listen, think, organize and speak on their feet. I wish all our contestants the very best. Before we begin, please put all noise-making devices on silent mode. You may take 30 seconds now to do so. No photography is permitted during the contest. Photographs may be taken after contest. Once the contest has begun, the sergeant at arms will secure the doors. Members of the audience are asked not to leave or enter the room during the contest. If you must leave the room, do so before the contest begins. After the contest is over, no one will be permitted to leave the room until all the ballots have been collected. Mr. Chief Judge Manish Kamda, are all the contestants and officials in the room have been briefed?
Judges, contestants, can you all please raise your hands? Yes. 6. Thank you. Yes, they are.
Are there any questions at this time?
No.
Thank you. Judges, please note that the ballots what we have, which shows tie-breaking judges guide and ballots. So this has been by mistake printed. So what we request you to do is, you have to write the first, second and the third contestant name. Ignore the others. Please sign and put your name for publication. I will now explain the sequence of events that will take place during the contest. When announced, all the contestants, except the first contestant, will leave the room. They will submit all their communication devices to Sergeant at Arms. Then I will request one of the guests to select an envelope which will contain the topics of the contest. The rest of the envelopes will be given to the chief judge. I will then invite the first contestant by announcing the contestant name and the topic, followed by the topic and the contestant name. The contestant will have 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes to deliver his speech. Thereafter, we will observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. During this time, the sergeant at arms will escort the next contestant into the room. At the end of 1 minute, as indicated silently by the timer, I will invite the next contestant by announcing the contestant name, topic, followed by the topic, contestant name. This process will repeat till the final contestant. After the final contestant has delivered his speech, we will observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to finalize their ballots. Mr. Timer Andrew, will you please signal when 1 minute has elapsed at the end of the 2 minutes? Thank you. Sergeant Tanas and Harshal, please prepare each successive contestant during the 1 minute of silence. The order for the contest was determined earlier by having the contestant draw for position. The order for the contestant will be contestant number 1, Rahul, R-A-H-U-L. Contestant number 1, Rahul. Contestant number 2, Anand, A-N-A-N-D. Anand, contestant number 2. Contestant number 3, Atul, A-T-U-L. Atul, contestant number 3. Contestant number 4, Siana, S-I-A-N-A, Siana, contestant number 4. Contestant number 5, Babu, B-A-B-U, Babu, contestant number 5. Contestant number 6, Mudit, M-U-D-I-T, Mudit, contestant number 6. We will now begin the debate topics contest. May I request the Chief Judge to provide a set of topics. May I invite the guests to please come out and select one envelope from this set of envelopes. Yes. Now may I request all contestants, except the first contestant, to kindly leave the room after depositing the communication devices with Sergeant at Arms.
Whiteboard it is.
Toastmasters and guests, I will call the contestant name and you can applaud. Once I call the contestant here and give him a topic, please keep silence so he can start his speech later. Contestant, please welcome contestant number 1, Rahul. Contestant number 1, Rahul, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Rahul.
I really don't know how to define this. Because every day when I get up in the morning, catch a local, and reach to office, I always feel that I'm living on the edge. Because to attempt to catch that particular railway and get inside the train, it itself has a lot of challenges. So once I reach office, so I have to see how the boss's mood is. It depends on his behavior and his mood, that how my entire day is going to happen. And then when I'm in office and working very hard, suddenly if I don't call up my wife after some time, then I get a call and saying that it seems that you have not gone to office, you're somewhere else. So that is also, so entire day, when I plan my entire day, and it's in Mumbai, from the day it starts till the day it ends, you're always living on the edge. When we catch the railway going back home, you don't know what is going to happen. Because there are so much of terrorist threats and attacks which happens. You really don't know whether you are going to see the next morning. And yes, when people are living in Mumbai and going through different walks of life, I believe they truly live on the edge. Over to you.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark their balance. Contestant number 2, Anand. Contestant number 2, Anand, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Toastmaster Anand.
Today is the time of tough competition. And people who don't live on edge, they lose the race. And I believe that living on the edge means using your own personal power. That means you don't allow external circumstances to control your life, but you control the situation. You may win, you may lose, but despite what is happening in the surrounding, don't let that affect you. And you will slowly see that what you could not do earlier, but gradually you made incremental improvement and you reached at certain level. And And anybody who doesn't live on edge, he becomes loser. Friends, we get life only once, and we must use it to the fullest extent. And there are two things it gives us happiness, and they are growth and contributing beyond yourself. Growth, because anything which is living has to grow. Plants has to grow. Anything which is not living, they have to die. They are below the ground. So if you are not growing, you are dying. And you will grow when you keep on using your own ability to make progress towards the direction you want to go. Once you achieve that, second most important thing is contribute beyond yourself. Add some value to somebody else without expectation of any gain. And for me, living on the edge means continuously grow and contribute beyond yourself.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark their balance. Please welcome contestant number 3, Atul. Contestant number 3, Atul, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Toastmaster Atul. Thank you. Living on the edge. I don't know what to say. As usual, yeah. Absolutely. As usual. It becomes difficult when you get something like this topic, living on the edge. If I keep on speaking on anything and everything, I know you're going to listen to me. I mean, you have no choice. But living on the edge, I don't know what it means, but let me share a story with you. Should I? Does it make any sense? If I don't know what it means, what's the point in sharing? Seriously. With lot of expectations, Satish. But I'm really sorry. I can't speak on this. I don't speak on such subjects. Let me tell you. Seriously, I don't. There it goes. Okay, thank you. Please observe a minute of silence for the judges. Contestant number 4, Sienna, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Toastmasters Sienna.
Living on the edge. What is the edge? And who defines the edge? Each one of us is living on some or the other edge. It may be a problem that we are facing, or it may be a difficult person that we are dealing with, but then we all have to cope with it. I think cope is a solution to living on the edge. And when you learn to cope with the different things, with the different people, and with the different challenges of life, life becomes meaningful. And even living on the edge becomes a joy. You learn to enjoy each and every moment of that edge, especially when you live each day at a time, each moment at a time. You automatically see things changing. The problem is the same, the people are the same, but it no longer seems the same. As you live on the edge and learn to enjoy that moment, taking it out as a challenge rather than seeing it as an obstacle, as you change your perspective, you change your life. And as you enjoy this day, each day adds purpose, each day is new, a new meaning. I love living my life like this. I don't know about tomorrow. Yesterday there's no need about knowing about it. Well, there are a lot of things that happened yesterday, and we can learn from the lessons and take it forward. But when you live life on the edge, it makes it purposeful, meaningful, and indeed beautiful. Over to you.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark the time. Please welcome contestant number 5, Bob. Contestant number 5, Babu, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Toastmasters Hall.
Honorable Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I have experienced this phenomenon almost every bit of my life. When in school, I was told that you might not perhaps move to the next grade. This was a challenge to me. I was not very good in some of the languages, and it was a do or die situation for me. I thought, was I living on the edge? But then, every such aspect of life being on the edge, you rise up to the occasion. It's very important for us to recognize that life is not smooth sailing all the time. And the moment you get into a comfort zone, that is going to thwart all your preparations for doing something greater in life. You have to remember that life is a series of twists and turns, curves and bends. And you have got to be prepared to live life on the edge. If you take some of the great leaders
many of them have succeeded because they were prepared for their life, which was right on the edge, and they knew how to negotiate. I'm sure all of us have had a lot of experiences where we have lived life on the edge. Perhaps we have just come out of a life-threatening situation, maybe because of the good deeds of our parents. Maybe we've come out of our rock-bottom career because of the great decisions that we have made. So if we recognize this fact that there can be a situation where our life can be on the edge, I'm sure we'll be better for it throughout our life.
Please observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark the time. Please welcome contestant number 6, Modi. Contestant number 6, Modi, living on the edge. Living on the edge, Toastmaster Modi.
You know what's living on the edge? Slamming 2 floors and coming to deliver tabletop exchange. I need some time to keep my breath. I need to do something like that. I'm a kind of guy who's played safe all my life. I wanted to do something. I wanted to go out and out of India do my undergraduate studies. But when I saw my dad in a great career as a chartered accountant, I thought this was the way to go, playing safe. When I attended my CA exams, I wasn't as brilliant as most of my peers. But one thing I did to compensate for this lack of intelligence, which a human is known for, but which I lacked, I did excess hard work. I over-prepared. While my peers studied for 8 hours, I studied for 14. And I came through my chartered accountancy exams. After my exams, they had asked me, what do you want to become in life? I said, I don't know. And while I was thinking about that, I got a call from one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, and I joined them because I wanted to play it safe. A lot of my friends today, they travel. They say that they'll take a sabbatical or a break at 22, and they will do something that they really love. But somehow, I'm not able to go till the edge and make that leap. And I'm still contemplating, as I'm thinking out loud right now, whether I should play it safe, spend a year or 2 in the industry, and then do something which most parents here would recommend. Or should I go to the edge, not just that, jump out the cliff. Maybe after this contest today, I need advice from people here who have made both choices, played it safe or were at the edge. Tell me what happened after you made that leap. Did you make it on the other side? Or did you not?
We will observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their time.
Toastmasters ISP. You mentioned in your hobbies that cricket is one of your interests. So any guesses for the World Cup final? Yeah,
South Africa.
okay. I don't know if that's correct, but
I'll take
Toastmaster Brown. Your interest is in influencing people. Do you believe you can change the people by influencing them?
I need to ask them. Because my work, I'm into project management and I tell a lot of stories to influence people. But I really don't know whether I influence them or not because I get influenced myself. And I get influenced them. Thank you very much.
Toastmasters Adhikar. Reading is one of your interests. Can you tell us which is your favorite book and why?
My favorite book is now I'm Hidden Palette Love of Self-Love. So I'm reading of Gara Darling of Radical Self-Love. It's really good.
Sounds a bit high-tech for me.
Toastmaster Bob, your interest area is reading crosswords, tennis and Toastmasters. As your area of interest is crossword, does it contribute to improve your impromptu speech?
Yeah, I suppose so, because crossword is where you have to virtually start using your gray cells. The only difference probably is table topics gives you only 2 minutes. Crosswords, I think you can take 2 hours. As long as your wife doesn't nag you.
As long as your wife doesn't solve it before.
Very funny.
Toastmaster Sian, your interest is reading, dancing, teaching, scrum. Tell us correlation among the dancing, teaching,
There is no correlation between them, but yeah, I do enjoy all of them. Yes.
Toastmaster Anand. To what area level I see you talk to shooting it on? So what advice do you have for amateur speakers like me and to win a contest?
I look forward to your advice. Bring humor in my speech. I have a very kind interest from you, and I think every time you go on the stage, you bring humor and you win all the accolades. So for me, I mean, all what I have got from my mentors, keep practicing, keep getting feedbacks, and incorporate your feedbacks in the next speech. And again, it's a continuous learning curve. So it's a never-ending process. You will never short running to be. I will think. I'll get a disappointment.
Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Mudit, you have mentioned in your accomplishments, you represented India in Ghana at ESU International Public Speaking out of 44,000 people. Did you do it?
No.
Okay, but I think that becomes a So, looking at your speaking skills, I'm sure you are very good at it.
Not really.
Okay, but I'm going to stretch your memory a little bit more and see how good it really is. So last Saturday, what did you have for breakfast?
Last Saturday, what did I have for breakfast? Did you see me somewhere? Alright, so I think I sandwiches.
Really?
I just played safe.
Right? Okay. Good one.
Toastmaster, notable accomplishment, passed SSC exam.
Sentence is not finished.
Passed SSC exam in first attempt. Question to you is, did you go beyond SSC? Well, I was not. But somehow my girlfriend got admission to a college. And I was forced to. So, by the way, I'm still an undergraduate. I just completed my, not just, I completed, after SSC, the second most, what do you say, the achievement, the next achievement was passing HSC. So, I'm an HSC passer and I haven't completed any graduation. So, these are the two accomplishments in life. Thank you. My wife is not.
Toastmaster, you mentioned in your interest searching. So maybe you should tell us what you like to search for.
What is missing?
Incognito. I'm sure you suddenly I'm sure you'll find it. He already asked you a question, but I have to. Toastmaster Rao. I think now we'll complete this one.
Yeah, please, go ahead. Please complete all the questions.
Yeah, please call upon the side.
What I would say, I trust, I believe that everyone might have enjoyed the contest. But I understand the very moment when Komal said, welcome to the old member. So I understand that everyone is going to enjoy. And truly everyone has enjoyed. So do I. So let's felicitate the role player who has made this contest a successful one. So may I call our past president, distinguished Toastmaster Arvind Nayak, to give away the certificate.
Oh, this is an ancient one. So this is
let's welcome the table topic contest chair, Toastmaster Arshad. Now I invite the Sajla round team, starting with Toastmaster Komal Shah. Sajla round Toastmaster Tanaz. Sajla round Harshad. Sajla round Aarti. Now the team of tally counters, Toastmaster Muzna. Toastmaster Harshal Agarwal. Timer Dalwa Khan. Timer Andre. Chief Judge Manish Kandar. And I request Chief Judge, please hand his certificate to Chief Tally Counter, Toastmaster Arvind. So, are we ready for the So can I go contest chair for international speech contest? Sorry, the contest chair for table topic contest.
There are no disqualification on the basis of time. I invite Area Director Pritam Arekar from
Wow.
Any guesses for second runner, sir?
Anand.
Sriram. Please welcome Babu. And the first runner-up.
Five names left.
Please welcome Udit. And the winner will represent the Bombay Toastmasters Club at the area level contest to be held on 2nd April. Please. Sienna.
Chief Judge.
Need frame में नहीं आया।
Okay. That will be written on the top. Read that out first. Read the written. We will now invite.
May I invite Satish on stage. Yeah, please call upon District Chief Judge Toastmaster Chinmay Dave. There are no disqualifications on the sign or originality. Any guesses for the third place? You can say something alone. Toastmaster Anand. I'll repeat the same question. Toastmasters eye shape.